Hi, I'm Dr. Karin Hilgersom, president of Truckee Meadows Community College, and I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving and that you stayed safe. Welcome to our last Coffee with Doc Karin for this semester 2020. And today it is my great pleasure to be catching up with Dr. Meeghan Gray, department co-chair and biology faculty member at TMCC. So Meeghan, how are you? How's it going?
Good, good. How are you doing?
Good. Yeah, getting ready for the holidays. It'll be quiet, very quiet, but you know, it'll be fun. And the time off will be welcome. So tell me, Meeghan, what was the remote transition like for you and your students?
Well, honestly, I think it was a challenge for both me and my students. I gotta say, I miss being in person so much. But at the same time, I think while it's been challenging and difficult, because I've never taught an online class before last semester, so I was kind of thrown into it like a lot of faculty were. But it also presented a lot of good things too. Like I noticed my anatomy and physiology students, they love that I record my lectures now and they get to watch them over and over and over again, which I know is very helpful. I've noticed that some of my more shy students feel much more comfortable participating on online discussions. So I think while it has been difficult, and I'm sure most of us want to go back in person, there's also been some positive things that have come out of it too. So yeah, it's been tough. And I seem to be gaining weight no matter what I do, but that's okay. As soon as we get back in person, I think I'll feel a lot better.
I feel the same way. And you know, and this week I've had probably 10 Zoom meetings a day, so I haven't hardly had an opportunity to take a short walk and, you know, have a nice breath of fresh air. So I'm hoping that next week after finals that things slow down a bit.
Yes.
So you also took over as department chair during a pandemic. How has that been?
So crazy. So like, as if that wasn't challenging enough to start teaching online. Yeah, taking over as co-chair has also been challenging, but new challenges and fun in some ways. And I'm learning a lot and, you know, making mistakes along the way, but also learning from them. I think the one thing that I really want to do as co-chair is really show a lot of support for our part-timers. So that's kind of what I've been working on, helping them, giving them resources, and I want to continue to do that. So yeah, I'm taking on that challenge. I figure if I can get through all of this, I can get through anything, right?
That's right. And I think it's great that you're focusing on part-time faculty. I really do, because you know, they really do help keep our institution afloat with their dedication. They really do. So I also heard that you're expanding on the organismal side of the biology department. Talk to us about that.
Yes, we are trying slowly but surely. So most of our biology students, they go into what's called allied health programs. So they want to become a nurse or a doctor, rad tech, dental hygiene. But we have this small percentage of students that really just love biology, like a lot of us biology professors. So we are trying to expand the organismal side. Dr. Megan Lottie, Dr. Cecilia Vahil, they're trying to get more specimens for us. They're teaching botany. They want to teach more organismal style classes. I'm teaching animal behavior. We really want to set up a great organismal side of things because there's a lot of programs out there for students to get high, you know, even more advanced degrees in biology. So we want to give them a good foundation. So it's slow and we're just starting, but yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Give more offerings on that side of things.
That's great. You know, I've always been fascinated by birds, and I would love to take a biology class dedicated entirely to birds. You love bobcats. Tell us a little bit about your independent study credits related to bobcats.
So I can't believe I've been doing this for almost a year. So last January, 2019, I put a call out to the general community in Reno and I said, hey, if you've seen a bobcat, let me know. And can I set up a camera trap at your place? And I got to tell you, in 2 days, I received over 500 emails. It was such a positive, and to this day, I still get people calling me, emailing me, hey, I saw a bobcat, is this a bobcat? And so from a community perspective, this has been such a great project. People are loving that we're finding bobcats across Western Reno. So right now, we have 32 cameras out in West Reno and a little bit of South Reno too. I have 5 students that work for me and they do it as independent research. And literally we go through almost 100,000 photos a month we get back to look through.
My
Yeah.
goodness. That's a lot of bobcat photos.
Well, okay, so the sad thing is most of those photos aren't bobcats. They're of like a sparrow or a piece of
Oh,
grass, or
oh,
we get bears too, which is kind of fun. Bears are fun, coyotes are fun. But my students, it's really tedious work. But the nice thing too is they're learning that this is research. This is what it takes to survey a population, right? You have to do this work. So we just got through a few months worth of data. We're finding some activity patterns out about these bobcats. Like we see a spike in activity between 6 and 10 p.m. and 2 and 6 a.m. So they're very active at night, which is not terribly surprising. My students also captured on one of the cameras an aggressive interaction between a coyote and a bobcat fighting over a chicken, which I think has never been documented before. So we're going to try.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's
I feel sorry for the chicken, however.
I know. And you should feel sorry too for the bobcat because the coyote won. The bobcat caught it and everything, and then the coyote came in and just took it away. Yeah, but this is kind of the fun part about science, is that you never know what you're going to get, and this gives us really cool information about our local bobcat population, which we really don't know anything about.
Right. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and so I have a student that's under a NASA scholarship right now, and she's presenting results tomorrow at a conference. So we're working on it.
Tell me a little bit about the NASA program again. The NASA, I think that is so excellent. And also, Meeghan, will there be a bobcat research opportunity next fall as well?
Okay, so with the NASA project, it's so cool because our students get a stipend. They get a small amount of money to do a research project. So as long as they can find a mentor, they can do just about anything. So I know it's NASA, but we didn't do anything about space. So it's really great. It's just to encourage science. And so my student got a stipend. She got to work with me and to present her results. So I think it's such a great program. We have several students in biology that are doing it right now. And I think these programs really change the life of students, like having these opportunities. I was a McNair Scholar when I was an undergrad, and my first project was on bumblebees, and it totally changed my life. So I hope to give those opportunities to more students. Will there be a bobcat class next fall? Okay, yes, I'm optimistic. I really hope we can be back in person, or at least more in person next fall. That is my hope. I'm cautiously optimistic about that. I would love to expand the research. So we're going to keep cameras out. We would like to start trapping cats and tagging them and testing them for disease. Like that's what I envision this project eventually becoming. I have a veterinarian that's willing to work with us on that. So it'd be great to have a class where my students can come in. Maybe sometimes we're in the classroom reading papers, discussing, and then sometimes we're out in the field doing research. So that's my hope. I want to turn this into a long-term project for students to have research opportunities.
Well, I think that's fabulous. So thank you so much, Meeghan, for sharing today. I just always love and appreciate your energy. It's great. And I just want to thank all of you who are watching this right now. Thank you so much for tuning into Coffee with Doc Karin. And I look forward to starting these up again next semester. I wish everyone the best of luck with finals, including weekend grading. I know it's tough, I've been there. But when that's done, please have a happy holiday season, and remember that you make a difference.